morning, my friends. How are you doing? I think this is May the 4th. So it's Star Wars Day, right? May the 4th be with you. Or it used to be. I mean, I've heard that long ago. But May the 4th be with you today. And I hope nobody's had any bad weather from these storms that's been traveling through across Texas. Some of them have been kind of severe, and I know they're headed east. And I have loved ones in the east and friends that I care about. So I hope they've passed you by. I hope God's hand has protected you and they've passed you by. That's what happened to us yesterday. Yeah. We had a potential for some severe weather yesterday evening, and it came to fruition quicker than I thought. I told my husband, I said, there's something brewing out there. It don't look good. It's just kind of, sky was this and it was that, and then it changed to this and that. You know what I'm talking about. Well, I had my weather radio, but batteries were dead. So I decided I'd best fire that baby up, put me some fresh batteries in it, and get it set for an alert. Hadn't been 30 minutes since I put fresh batteries in that little sweetie. It went off. So we had a tornado watch. Okay. We have a lot of those, right? Well, we do out here. I don't know. Well, we're in West Texas. You know how those things fire up out here, out of nowhere. So we've had a lot of watches. Okay, a thunderstorm watch, a tornado watch. Well, it's came on blaring. Tornado warning, tornado warning. And it was headed straight for this little town. Oh, yeah. I've never really had a tornado warning out here. I've had a lot of close calls, and there have been tornado warnings 20 miles that way, 20 miles that way, you know, around. Well, it said our area, and a tornado was on the ground. Oh, yes, friends. I got a new phone, okay? And I don't have all my numbers plugged in it yet from my old phone, because I didn't get the transfer at the Verizon store. That's another story. But anyway, but I have a good memory for numbers. I remember phone numbers and numbers, period. Names, not so much. Numbers, yes. So I wasn't too worried about it because I had all these numbers in my head. And my sister-in-law, which I've spoke of about here and put pictures of her on my video about some of the makes that we've done, her and I. And she lives 5 miles south. Yeah, 5 miles almost exactly. And that's where the tornado on the ground was headed. Oh my gosh. I got my phone and I couldn't remember her phone number. I was under a lot of stress and duress, okay? So, I made several wrong phone calls to different people. And I was trying to make another one, hoping I had it right this time. And she called me and she said, take cover, take cover. There's a tornado warning. I said, I know, I was trying to call you. And so she went and got in her closet, and we have a tornado shelter built into this house. It is in the house, and it is called the pantry. And it's got all the shelves. It is a pantry, okay? It is a steel wall pantry. And it's got double doors on it. And the door from the inside that you push to the outside. When you get in there, you push it to the outside, and it's got 3 bolts on it. It is secure. And the walls are like about that thick, metal. So we do have a tornado shelter here. So We also live, we live out on the plains, of course, and our house is very open. I mean, there's windows everywhere in the house. And if you have the curtains up, you can see everywhere. So my husband and I were in the living room, and I said, should we get in that tornado shelter? Shake his head no, because he was listening to the weather radio. And he said, we can see everything. If there's a tornado on the ground, we'll see it. So we stood in the living room and we watched for the tornado. He said, now it'll be over there to the east. You'll see it. We may see it go by even, but I don't think it's coming here. So, boy, I was nervous. I'm afraid of storms, okay? I have PTSD when it comes to storms because I was in a traumatizing one at one time when I was a young woman, about 23 years old. Of course, now I'm an old woman. That was, what, 50 years ago? About 73 years old. Excuse me, my nose is trying to run on me. Anyway, it didn't take long. It was fast moving, like about 10 minutes, and they came back on the National Weather Radio, NOAA, and said the warning is canceled for us. Thank goodness. So that was our excitement yesterday. So I called my sister-in-law, and she was still in the closet. I said, you can come out now. No, I didn't say that. I said, but I was thinking it. I didn't know if she was in there or not. I know she said she was going in there when I first talked to her. She said, oh good, it's over. She said, this closet is getting hot. Patricia, I hope you're not taking offense. I told that story. It was just funny. It is now. It wasn't at the time, okay? Okay, that's my weather story from West Texas. Yesterday, May the 3rd. Yes. Okay, well, it's kind of chilly here this morning. After that, whatever it was, the tornado went by this town. It got cooler, a lot cooler. And this morning, it's 56 degrees. And I'm chilly. So I got my cardigan that I made a few months ago on. This one isn't. This one, I've showed it before. This one is made out of 3-weight yarn. So it's not like real heavy. But the gingerbread one that I'm working on is sitting right back there. Right over there. Anyway, that one, my friends, is a 4-weight yarn. It's going to be heavy and keep me warm. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust you, my friends. There you go. Okay. I put my hair up this morning, friends. It was kind of a mess. It's been real humid around here. The last week, probably. And when it's humid like that, my hair just... I have naturally curly hair. But not curly hair. Just curly enough to ruin any kind of hairstyle you want to do. And it's been that way since I was a kid. And I grew up in Houston, as I've said on this channel before. And that place is humid 24/7. So I fought my hair all my teenage life. And it hadn't changed. It's still, when it gets damp, it curls. But not enough that you can just say, oh, it's curly. Here I go. No, friends. Just kind of sticking around. But anyway, it's up today. I'm waiting on the coffee to brew. I haven't been wanting any coffee, and I think it's a weather change. But this morning, I think I need my coffee. So I put it on, and it's going to be a little while before it's ready. So if I don't get this video finished before the coffee pot goes off, I'll be pausing y'all for a second for you, a split second for you, and a couple of minutes for me while I go get my coffee. Yes. So what you been doing? What you been working on? I have been working on... Okay, I stopped my gingerbread house cardigan to start another one. But I'm going to finish it. This yarn just called my name. The Karen Colorama Halo. Yes. And I have, here we go, that's the front. I have 2 of these started, and they're about the same size. Now, I've had some trouble with this, I'll be honest. This thing don't frog well because of the little, you see the little fuzzies on it? Can you see the fuzzies? No. And the fuzzies are so fuzzy. Fuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? Yes, he was fuzzy. I made some boo-boos at the start. The first hexagon, because of the fuzzies, I couldn't see my stitches as well as I'm used to. So the first part of the starting of the hexagon, I only put 5 sides on it. And it wasn't until it was almost this big that I found it. So I ripped all that out. Did it again. My second attempt, I had 7 sides on it. And it was almost this size. Yee! Pulled my hair out. So, I had to rip it out again. And it will frog. It's not that it won't, but you got to be careful with it. So this time I have them both on target, and they're 6-sided hexagons. So yay for me. I think I hear that coffee pot. Friends, a second for you and a minute for me. And friends, I'll be right back. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Yeah. Coffee, friends. Coffee. This coffee is a little bit stronger than our usual batch. My husband has been saying that his coffee's not strong enough. His coffee's just not quite strong enough. So this morning, I made sure, he's still sleeping by the way, I made sure I made this strong enough, and it's a little strong for me. But I did put some sweet, heavy whipping cream in it. Well, is it sweet? I guess it's not sweet. I guess it's just heavy whipping cream. I don't know why I said sweet. I like sweet, okay? I have a sweet tooth. Sorry for slurping. That's pretty. This is my, wait, let me turn it. This is my Starbucks mug my youngest son got me for Christmas this past Christmas. So, I got a little coffee. Now then, first cup of the day. Although, I don't seem to be quite relying on coffee like I was. I don't know. I can go with it or without it, but today I kind of felt like I needed it. So, okay, so that's my tornado story, or lack thereof, which I'm thankful for God's hand for protecting us. Whew. My heart was pounding, friends. And I pray for anybody in the path of one of those things. Jesus, help everybody that is. Because we'll need it, right? Okay, friends. You want to chit-chat, paddywhack? wait, first. Wait. One of my good subscribers, sweet subscribers, said, hey, I see a dress hanging over there on that door. Can you please show it to us? Well, it's not a dress, but it does look like one. It wasn't intended to be a dress, okay? But it's a long sucker. It's supposed to be a top. But it's gotten longer since I hung it up. It wasn't this long. It's lengthened. Well, this is cotton. This is 100% cotton. And this was supposed to be a top, but it got out of hand, friends. And it turned into a dress. Yes, it did. So I do have a dress. To get something to wear under it, of course. More than a slip, okay? Or it could be a summer cover-up. This is the Line Brand 24/7 all cotton yarn. And it wasn't this long, I promise you, but the weight of the cotton, it has pulled down the weight of the whole garment, I mean, not just the cotton. It has pulled, and now I have a dress. But it's a summer dress, right? I'll just have to wear something under it. This was a fun project, friends. A fun project. I will link the description below. It's supposed to be a top. And it was supposed to come about here. You see what happened? We gotta laugh to keep from crying, right? And then this is that gingerbread cardigan that I'm working on. It's the same pattern as this, but much smaller. Put that over here. But really, friends, let me sit down. Let me scoot up here. Friends, I only have 2 projects going now. 2 whips. This one and the gingerbread house cardigan. I don't think that's too many to have going. If I get tired of doing one, I'll just go work on the other one. Okay. So, do you want to chit chat, Patty Wack? I do. Let me get some added light in this place. I'm gonna scoot y'all back a little and put y'all's heads down. I think you can see just fine. Yeah, you can. So, whew. Oh. Wait. I have something else for y'all before I do that. The hook of the day. Of course, we have a O-Fire Co. hook of the day. This is a 5.5 millimeter. I hope you can see that. I hope my eyes are not making it not focus. This is in the color Garnet, and this is the January birthstone. And I have a dear friend, my very best friend that I met in the 7th grade. Ooh, her birthday is in January, and this is her birthstone. So every time I pick this up or look at this, I think of her. I miss her too a lot. Okay, so now put your heads down. Okay. Let me get one more sip of coffee. Okay, friends. Now, this is a fun project. It got to be for me to be making 2 at the same time. I don't know. It's a great day to be inside crocheting. We had another little storm come up here this morning. It sprinkled a little rain, but friends, we are so dry up here in this West Texas. We need rain, and we need a slow soaking rain over a week or 2. Probably more than that. We need a month of good rain. Now, for that to happen, we'll probably be mudded in this place, but we need it. It's in God's hands, right? God's hands. God knows. God will bring the rain on when He decides to. His ways are not our ways, and our ways are not His ways. What does it say in the Bible? His thoughts are not our thoughts, and His ways are not our ways. And I don't know where that is in the Bible, but it's in there. My husband and I read the whole Bible a few years ago. 2 years ago this coming summer. It took us about 4 months. It's in there, friends. Wish I could tell you the scripture, but I always love that phrase. His ways are not our ways, and His thoughts are not our thoughts. So that's deep. That's deep, friends. All right, I'm not on here preaching to you. It came to my mind, just sharing what come into my mind. So now this is also, well, I told you the stats on this last video, but this, let me just tell you again, in case you didn't watch it. This is a 5-weight yarn, and it's only, in my opinion, and I'm not an expert by any means, it's just the fuzzies on this yarn that makes this a 5-weight. Because actually, the diameter of the yarn is not a 5-weight, but it is definitely a 4-weight. And I got a feeling with all these fuzzies on it, it's going to be pretty warm. So this is definitely another winter sweater. I don't know. I just can't. I'm addicted, okay? I'm addicted to this pattern. I love this pattern. I probably will stop after this one. Unless I make one for someone else. Oops, I missed that one. So, get you something to drink, friends. Grab a project. Listen to my voice. Put me on your TV screen and just let's crochet. Or your computer screen or your phone screen. If you like my content, friends, I invite you to hit the subscribe button. Come along with me on my crochet journey and my life journey. I'm just a retired nurse out here living in West Texas. Been a nurse all my life. Retired in 2016. I did. And I'm just trying to enjoy my life, okay? Like we all are. I'm married to a wonderful man. We got married in the year 2000. Yes. January the 23rd, 2000. I retired in 2016 from a hospital in Dallas, Texas. Moved out here. First we moved down. We had a lake house, friends. We had a lake house down there on Lake Livingston. We were going to retire down there, actually. That's why we bought it. Things weren't as well as we thought. Things were not as I thought they would be. We were going to go down on the pier and throw our hook into the water of Lake Livingston and catch our breakfast. Walk back to the house. It was easily within, it was like right down the road. I mean, it was like a very short block Not a city block, but a neighborhood block. A half of a neighborhood block, you could walk down to the lake, throw your hook in, get you some fish, get you some. We soon found out those fish are not fit to eat. We went to the Trinity River Authority. We went in there one day to pay our... There's a bill every year to the Water Authority. I'm not even sure why, but it's a big dam down there and blah, 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 blah. And we lived within that district, and we had access to the lake, and I guess it's just to pay. I don't know what it's to pay for, but everybody has to pay it. Anyway, they had signs up in there. And they had pictures of fish, different kinds of fish. In curiosity, I just walked over there while he was up at the counter taking care of what we owed the folks. I walked over there and I started looking and reading. And folks, my dreams were just crushed. It said, for one kind of fish, do not eat this fish. For another kind of fish, it said, pregnant women should not eat this fish. Then there was several other kinds of fish, and it said, children should not be eating this fish. Okay. That's it for me. I'm not eating any of the fish, okay? Would you? No. Well, maybe some people would, but my husband and I are not. Okay, well, I called him over there when he got finished, and I said, look at this. Well, we'd eaten several of those fish for breakfast, okay? In the recent past. So we said, what? Okay. We lived in a HOA, Homeowners Association, okay? And there was a fishing pier on one side of the Homeowners Association, and there was a fishing pier on the other side of the Homeowners Association. Well, they tore our pier down. We don't know why. They took our pier. So that's okay, because we weren't going to eat the fish after that anyway. Take the pier, I don't care. But just several things happened, and it got extremely crowded. When we first moved there, we saw deer in our backyard. You'd go down the road from the main highway. It was about 2.5 miles down to our property, and there would be deer crossing. Friends, after a couple of years, all the construction and the build-up ran all the deer off. Wasn't any deer, okay? So then there was that. So we decided, no, this is not exactly what we had in mind. So friends, we just gathered our little selves up and our little household goods, what we had, and we started looking for another place. And we prayed. Oh boy, did we pray. We don't want to be anywhere God don't want us. God isn't leading us. So we looked all over, okay, friends? We went out of state even. We went to Tennessee. We went to Alabama. We went to Arkansas. We were open to wherever. I never thought we'd end up here in West Texas. Wasn't on my radar, okay? But this was, I found this on what's that called? Willow? The internet, real estate. I could have that name wrong, friends. If I do, I'm sorry. I don't know. There's several of them. But we were looking around, and we found a house about 50 miles from here that we were very interested in. And we had even called and made an appointment for a showing in this house 50 miles from here. Because from what we could see, and obviously we didn't see it all, it was going to be perfect. It was 10 acres. It had buildings on the property already, had fenced for cattle, goats, chickens. The house was just beautiful. The kitchen was a dream, okay? So we made an appointment. The first appointment fell through, friends, because the real estate agent called us and said they're expecting a cyclone boom out here, and she wouldn't be showing any houses on that day. Boom cyclone. Boom cyclone. Cyclone boom. Oh no, that should have been our first clue not to come out here. I guess. I don't know, but okay. So we said, whoa, ooh, I never even heard of that. Okay. So that passed, and the next week we had an appointment to come out here. Now, mind you, we lived at that time about 50 miles north of Houston as the crow flies, okay, on Lake Livingston. Third biggest lake in Texas, or maybe the biggest lake in Texas. I don't really know, but it was a whopper. But the reason those fish were not good to eat, friends, that Lake Livingston is fed by the Trinity River from up north through Dallas, through all those industrial plants, and they were dumping all kinds of trash chemicals in the Trinity River, and it was flowing into Lake Livingston. So that's what happened that's why we were not advised to even consume those fish. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, friends, I forgot. Oh, yeah. Okay. Lake Livingston. Okay. So we live 50 miles north of Houston. And so we made that appointment to come on up and get a good look at the house 50 miles from here. And we had almost we were going to spend the night in Plainview, okay? Because it's a bigger city, blah, blah, blah. Has more motels, a better place, better food. More. Okay, more. So we came on to Plainview to spend the night, and after we passed the town that this house was in, our real estate agent called us and said, it was actually the real estate agent that sold us this house we're in now, said, "Are you so-and-so?" "Yeah, well, I'm so-and-so, and I'm just calling to let you know if you are getting this on a VA loan, the VA will not approve that house for a loan because it is not finished. There's still work to be done on it. It's not completed. So I've already shown this house for a VA loan, and I can tell you it won't be approved because of the condition of it." She said, "Yeah, the pictures on the internet look good, but there's still parts of the house that are not completed." So, okay, scrap that, right? Scrap it. Because we were getting a VA loan. So we just went ahead. I mean, it was a long drive. It was like 8 hours from where we came from, or 10. So we just came on and got a motel and spent the night. Now, the house we're in now was in my little black book. I had a little black book that I wrote all the potentials in, the addresses, the websites, all that stuff. It was in there, but it was at the bottom of my list because it's only 5 acres. And mean, the outside, the yard was not done at all. I mean, it was just typical West Texas yard, okay? I said, well, since we're out here, let's call and see if we can get that house shown to us. So the next day, we called that agent back that had called us. Oops, I forgot to turn my work, friends. Too much talking, not enough paying attention. Don't do that. Don't do what I just did. Anyway, so I'm all engrossed in my story. So we called that real estate agent and got it set up for the next day, and we came out here to look at this house, and I fell in love with it, and we both felt like this was our place. And I guess the rest is history, friends. History. Oh yeah, I got a chain too. So that's how we ended up here in West Texas. Are y'all getting some crocheting done? I hope you guys are. Alright, so I chain 2 and I go into the top of the chain and then I turn my work. Okay, I gotta keep my head on my shoulders here. Do the right things. Wait a minute. No, friends, what did I do wrong? Alright, let me see. Well, I hope if you are crocheting, you are not messing up your project like I am messing up my project, okay? I'm not messing it up. I just got off track. Too much talking, not enough concentrating. This O-fire hook is working really well on this yarn. Now, oh yeah, that's got it. I got it, friends. I don't know how long this video is. Let me put you back up here. Okay, well, it's getting on up there. I'm going to bring this to a close because my uploading has been taking too long lately, and I don't know why. I have a great internet. I don't have the fastest. I don't have a commercial internet, is what I'm saying. But for residential, I have the fastest you could get. So I don't know what it is. But anyway, I'm wrapping this up. I love y'all. I hope you enjoyed my little stories and my crochet chat. This is a great hook, friends. I'm not saying buy one, but I'm saying if you get a chance to try one, try it out. I like the way it fits in my hand. I like the way it works on this yarn. A different hook for different yarns is what I say. Okay, friends, my show is over. It's a wrap from here. I hope to be back soon and not put y'all on hold so long. So, I'm out of here. See you later. I love you. God loves you. Goodbye.